Hey everyone, welcome to today's practice. We are going to start day 5 of our 1 year of yoga in a seated position as we close down the eyes, sitting up tall and taking a couple of deep breaths here. It's only going to be a short practice today as we move through some warrior poses. Just bringing your hands to prayer position at heart center. And setting an intention for your practice today or for your day. Just checking in with how the body is feeling and what it needs today. And we're just going to roll out of the seated position into a tabletop position before coming into a downward facing dog. Extending the buttocks up towards the sky, pedaling out the legs, or you can find some stillness. You might want to take the chest to the knees as you bend them slightly. Whatever feels good for you today. I'm just going to bring the left leg forward between the hands. If it doesn't make it all the way, you can help it go a little bit further. And coming into our warrior one position. Just making sure that back leg is straight and on a 45-degree angle with the foot. Just got a slight bend in the back here, leaning back slightly, just a little bit. Just get a little bit further stretch before moving into warrior two. Taking our gaze past our fingertips. So left arm out nice and long, right arm stretching out the back, making sure that front knee is not going over the toes. And then we're going to flip that front palm and come into our reverse warrior as we take our left arm overhead and sliding that right hand down our right leg. Getting a beautiful stretch in the side here. Coming back to warrior two. You're into triangle pose, so straightening the legs, moving the top half of our body forward before taking our left arm nice and straight down the leg and our right arm reaching up for the sky. And you can bring that right arm around your back if you want a deeper stretch through the chest, otherwise just leaving it nice and long. Coming back into warrior two and then windmilling our arms back to the mat and kicking that leg back to meet the right leg. Coming back into downward facing dog before we change over to the other side. This time we're going to bring the right foot up between our hands and then raising our arms on the inhale, coming into warrior one, leaning back a little bit. If you have any pain at all, don't lean back, just maintain the warrior one position. Taking your gaze up towards your fingertips before turning our heel and just making sure that the back of our front heel is lining up with the arch of our back foot. And this time, left leg is straight, right leg is bent, and our arms are out nice and straight. Flipping that palm and coming into reverse warrior. Right arm overhead this time, left arm sliding down the back left leg. Coming back into warrior two and then straightening that front leg, shifting the upper body forward and then coming into this beautiful triangle pose. You should feel a nice stretch in the obliques and maybe the upper legs here. Fingertips are spread nice and wide, feeling that energy shooting from our fingertips into the earth, into the sky. And again, you can wrap that top arm around the back if you want to for a deeper stretch. And then coming into our warrior two. Making sure we're inhaling and exhaling as we flow through this routine today. Windmilling our hands back to earth and then coming back into the downward facing dog. And then just lowering our knees to the earth and then coming into a seated position, slowly coming down onto our back. You can extend the legs long here, or you can come into butterfly legs where the soles of the feet touch and the knees go out wide. And today I decided to flip my palms open so they're facing up. It's to attract more abundance and be more open throughout my day. Let's take any last moments to readjust the body here. Take a couple of big, deep breaths, filling up that diaphragm. And exhaling, letting it all go. Just release any tension or stress or anything that's worrying you right now. Just let it all go for the moment. We don't need to think about anything other than just being here in the moment and allowing ourselves this time to relax. If you want to stay in Savasana a little bit longer, you can. Otherwise, start to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe doing a few stretches. And then rolling over into the fetal position when you're ready. Just taking a moment to rest here. And then when you're ready to sit up, come back into the seated position. Maybe crossing the legs over, not the natural way you normally go. Maybe changing it up today and bringing the other foot forward. Maybe bringing the shoulders up to the ears a couple of times. Just to release any last bits of tension that might be in our shoulders. And bringing our hands to prayer position at our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today. As we lower them to our lips, may we speak kind and loving words today. And as we lower them to our heart space, may we have kind and loving intentions today. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Namaste.